Welcome to Quick to Stitch. Today we're going to talk about some basic machine maintenance. Just the real first of the day stuff. The first thing I want to do is I want to show you some of the tools I use. And my favorite tool in this collection are the Mascara Wands. And you will totally understand this when you see it. My second favorite tool is that little white cutout piece of plastic. Again, this is a tool you would use every day. Any thin plastic will work, but I like this one. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take off our stitch plate. That's where the little ratchet comes in play. We just take the screws out, make sure you set those aside so you don't lose them. They only need to be slightly over finger tight. You don't need to wrench on them to make them impossible to get off again. And once you get in here, take a look at the back of your stitch plate. Clean that off when you get there. Take a look at the front of it. Look for any scratches or nicks. Oh, look, here's that mascara wand. Like I said, it is going to be your most favorite tool. The nice thing about the mascara wand is the brushes, when you twist them and turn them, just like the ladies do for their eyelashes, it's going to pick up all of the grime and loose dirt and thread clippings and lint in your machine. Be sure to get all the cracks and crevices inside, outside, above, below, behind. Take your time, pull out everything you can. Keep going. If it gets really nasty, make sure to change out to a clean brush. We're just going to sit here and finish this out. While we're waiting, back behind there is a drive shaft. You want to get all of those thread bits out and away from the drive shaft area, because if they get caught back there, they will spin into the drive shaft, and after a while it will build up such a debris, it will build up such a congestion of file and lint, of thread and lint, that it will jam that shaft and it won't turn. And unless you're really mechanically inclined, you're going to need to call in a tech, and you know that's downtime. Downtime is down money. I use condensed air. Make sure that it is moisture reduced canned air for electronics. You don't want to get any moisture in there. Again, after I've brushed out as much of the debris as I can, I use the canned air to blow everything out. And remember, you want to blow out. You don't want to blow in. Use that little wand. Get in there and guide it into the direction you want to blow the remaining lint. Let's see, what am I... Oh, yeah. Cleaning off the back of my stitch plate. Just use the brush, scrub it out, make sure you look and feel for any nicks. You can use... It's an emery cord. If you have a nick, it's a very fine emery cloth, and you can buff out those nicks. Now, here I'm oiling my cutter blade, and the one thing that I forgot to do is to oil the hinge, on the cutter, and that's further over to the left and to the back. Looks like a little screw head. You need to put a drop of oil there as well. I usually do a trim function to help spin everything around and move those cutter knives. And one of the other things that I do here is I also oil my bobbin race area. Of course, I forgot that. I skipped that, but we'll come back to it. Now we're going to clean out the bobbin case. Just look in it, make sure there's any dirt, any hard packed debris that you need to brush out. Blow everything out of there. That little piece of plastic, people use business cards, those are great, but the thing with a business card is it's paper and it's fibrous, and sometimes you can tear off a bit of fiber and then you've just compounded your issue. I like using the plastic because again, it doesn't break, it doesn't leave any fiber behind. Put your bobbin in there. Remember, that is not a handle, it is a release lever. Oh, here we go. Forgot the oil. Let's do this again. I know, my oil bottle is getting kind of fussy. It's getting old. Just one nice little drop of oil in there. Then again, I run the trim function to help spin everything around, distribute that oil. Make sure, because you know your machine's going to do a cut action, make sure that it doesn't leave any thread in there. Pull the thread out, reset it. Now we can put our bobbin back, and again, that is not a handle. That is a bobbin case release. If you pull that handle and look at your bobbin case as you're doing that, you'll see that there's a little catch that will actually release, will actually open up to help remove the bobbin from the bobbin race. Put our needle plate back. Just a couple of screws. Make sure it's sitting in there correctly. Again, it does not have to be lug nut tight. It's not like the tires on your car. It's not going to fall off. But you know, just a good finger tight and a little bit. That will take care of it. I like using my little ratchet because it holds the driver in place, allows me to get under there, and then I take my air can again and I just spray the presser feet. You know, that accumulates dust and debris as well. Might as well clean it up. We're right there. This is my start of day maintenance. At the end of the day, throughout the day, as I'm changing the bobbin, I get in there and I take a mascara wand and I wipe through it. I blow it out again and I clean out the bobbin case and use the little plastic to get underneath the tensioner spring and pop it all in again and start over. I hope you found this helpful. This is the way I do it. It may not be the way you do it or the way others do it, but this is what works for me, and it might be a jumping off point to find the way that works for you. Thank you, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye now.